Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Gospel Pearls. And this week, as promised in our last video, we are going to talk about dating versus courtship. Is there a difference, or are they the same thing? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yes, incorporating our own different opinions, because we might not have the same opinions, and then obviously throw in a couple of Bible verses in there. Yeah, it's pretty much welcome back to our channel. If you're new, subscribe, stick around, stay tuned, because I'm telling you, this topic is going to awaken the spirit in you.
Resurrect the spirit.
Okay, so do you want me to start with what I think courtship?
What's the definition of
I don't
dating?
even know what
Find the definition of
Can I just be honest and tell them to me it's just
yeah,
the same
too.
thing.
Okay, I think
I believe
from listening
dating
to
someone.
other people speaking, I think I gathered that dating, you can go on so many dates with someone. Like you can meet Tom. You met Tom last week and he's like, I'm going to take you out to Weatherspoons. That's dating because you just went on a date, but you're not together. There's nothing that makes you one or attached. So you can always go on another date with Michael. Whereas,
But some people will say like, oh, their boyfriend and girlfriend will be like, oh, I'm dating Tom. That's what I'm saying. Not technically, they just go on dates, but like I'm dating Tom, so he's literally.
I know, but I'm
my
saying
boyfriend,
what
girlfriend.
I think it is based on the information that I got. Then
Mm-hmm.
I think that courtship. What are you doing?
I'm listening to him.
Courtship, from the information that I gathered, seems to be when I'm serious, I meet Boaz and he's serious, and we're definitely gonna get married. So we are courting to see each other's weaknesses and strength to prepare ourselves for marriage. Basically, that's what I think it is. What do you think?
I think that's now after you explain this. Actually,
It makes
I agree with what you
sense.
said, because when you're dating somebody, some people could just be dating. They're just dating for boyfriend and girlfriend. They don't have the end goal, where it's marriage. But when you bring in courtship, it's like we're in a relationship because our end goal is we both want to get married to each other. So dating, it's like, oh, it's just dating, boyfriend, girlfriend, the relationship goals.
That makes sense, yeah, what you said. Because I always thought dating, to me, I didn't even know the difference, to be honest. I just thought, okay, dating and courtship are like the same thing. But I didn't know that there was a difference. But now that you've explained that, I think I get it.
Where's my phone gone? I think
I
I
saw
Let's see
here.
what Google
There's
says.
a thing that says dating is a form of courtship consisting of social activities done by two people with the aim of each assessing the other suitability as a partner in an intimate relationship or as a spouse.
Hey.
While the term
Intimate.
has several meanings, usually refer to the act of meeting and engaging in some mutual agreed upon social activity in public to give us a couple.
So basically, I think there's the fine line between the two is the seriousness of the relationship. Because you are right. Like if you look on social media, I don't know, Drake and J-Lo are dating. So there will be clusters. They are actually together, boyfriend. I don't know, boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know, but I'm just trying to give an example that some people would class dating and courtship. Now, you, Suzanne, my question is,
Hey, stop.
are you going to, since you seem to agree with the definitions of dating and courtship, how do you differ? Okay, basically, you know when a guy comes into your life, before you even decide to courtship, you have to go on dates first. You have to
Yeah.
That's
dating.
You have to get to know each other.
At what stage do you then decide we're courting?
I think courtship is a mutual agreement between two people, because in your head you can't be like, oh, you know, we're courting. In his head, you're dating. So I think you both have to speak about it. I feel like, okay, let's court now so that our end goal is
That we're courting.
I think me and him need to have actual mutual, like, speak about it, because in my head I could be like, okay, I wanted to start courting now because we've got to stay in a relationship where we should be courting, but in his head he's just thinking about other stuff. So
So it has to be a mutual.
Yeah, it has to be a
agreement.
mutual thing. So we both know, okay, our end goal is because we both want to get married. So when you're courting as well, your way of dating, I don't know, what you do when you're dating to when you're courting changes. Like, I think, like, there's this different dimension. Like, I don't know, like, you choose to be like, okay, what things can we not do that will ruin our plans of getting married, or something that the enemy will use to ruin this relationship. So I think when you're courting, you think about all that with the person you're with. So you both have to actually agree on if you're actually courting or dating, because one person could be just thinking, let's see how it goes. You're like, oh, I want to court because maybe in 5 years' time we need to get married.
What about you, Angie?
I think that when you're dating, you're just like getting to know each other. You don't expect a lot from the relationship. That it may not work, it may work. You know, you're still like open-minded. But then when you're courting, it's like on a different stage, on a different level. You are expecting to, like, maybe you're engaged or expecting to get married.
So you guys gonna hopefully one day court?
I just saw that there.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, let me go to my scenarios. Scenario number 1, because I know that you are a Christian woman, and
You need to ask this question too.
well, and you guys believe in this leads on to the second part of the video actually, which is the sexual immorality in the sense of courting and dateship, like what the two of you disagree and agree to do with. So number 1, you're in a relationship with Tom, Suzanne.
Why is it
Where's just Tom?
No, but actually it's nice for a change, not Boaz. Tired of Boaz.
You're in a relationship with Tom, right? You met each other, you guys are friends, you've agreed that we're not gonna do this, and you know, he's agreed and you've agreed, you've set out terms and conditions. Bearing in mind, in Corinthians, it says flee from sexual immorality.
Oh my god.
If he says, oh, okay, would you kiss in that relationship? Are you going to kiss in your courtship versus dating? And tell the truth, stop hiding behind the
Truth shall
lens.
set you free.
Technically, right, the Bible doesn't say do not kiss. But
Let me bring out the verse. Carry on speaking.
I feel like if you feel convicted not to kiss in a relationship, then
Stop.
You shouldn't.
What would you do? Stop making this broad.
I'm not making
Would
it
you
broad.
kiss?
If I felt convicted not to kiss, and I felt like if kissing is going to lead to something else, then I'm not going to. But if I was courting or going in a relationship with somebody, like, kissing
Stop
is
there.
not.
How would you know that kissing is or is not going to lead into something?
I wouldn't know, but I don't really feel There's no conviction in me to
I
not
wish you
kiss in
asked
a
me that.
relationship. Ask Angie.
Let me go back. Come at you. I want to. You said the Bible doesn't say you can't kiss. Right? Let me read you 1 Corinthians 16. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 18. Flee from sexual immorality.
She emphasizes.
All the sins a person commits are outside the body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body. Whilst Angie answers the question, I'm going to find other verses that explain what sexual immorality is. Angie, say Abraham comes to you and you guys are dating.
Yeah.
Are you going to kiss in your relationship? How do you feel about the kissing thing in a relationship as a Christian woman, where the Bible in 1 Corinthians 6:18 says flee from sexual immorality? You have had your time.
I don't think it's wrong. So
What would you say?
Depends on the people.
I would. I probably won't kiss, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't kiss. So people, don't get me wrong. Don't think that I'm saying don't kiss if you're in a relationship. This is just me. So I probably wouldn't kiss only because I think if I kiss you or if you kiss, then knowing me, I will last, and I probably I probably would start lasting, and like, you know what lasting is, I don't need to define that. But yeah, I'll probably like end up engaging in sexual immorality. So that's the reason why I would not kiss. So that I can prevent myself.
So you're saying you will not kiss?
Yeah.
But you're not saying it's not wrong to kiss?
No, I'm not saying that.
You're saying because you know.
Because I know myself and I know what's too much for me, what I can and can't handle.
Mm-hmm.
So someone else could be okay, that's them, but we're all different. But I wouldn't do it.
And you saying you would kiss?
I would kiss.
Because there's nothing wrong with kissing. Because the Bible does not say you shall
No,
not kiss.
I didn't really say that.
That's what you said. You said
That's like my opinion.
No, you didn't say my opinion.
Okay, me, I would kiss because I don't feel like I cannot handle. I don't know. Like, I don't feel convicted about kissing. So, like, for me, I don't know.
You would
Yes, to me, I would kiss.
Bearing in mind that your father is watching this.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, Daddy? How you doing?
You're fine with the concept of kissing. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, to me, knowing what I know now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a bit lukewarm about the topic in the sense that, okay, I don't want to use lukewarm. That's very bad because Jesus said I will vomit on the lukewarm Christians. but I'm just at the beginning of my like tightness with the relationship with God. A part of me wouldn't kiss the person because let me read it to you. This is not a Bible verse. This is just one of an author who read the Bible and then, you know, started making their own choices. It all starts with physical. Basically, the outline is saying it all starts with physical contact that will eventually lead to you sexually immoralizing. So there's no point of me saying I want to kiss because I know myself that I won't do that. Because it's like I said, it's a two-way thing.
Yeah,
I might
it's
be
a two-way thing
to do that, but then my partner
exactly. So if my partner can't do it, then I will, because for the sake of our relationship, because we both want to make it work, I will compromise in that part. But if we're both able to do it, then it's going to be fine. But if one person cannot actually do it, there's no point of me putting him in an awkward position. I wouldn't want to do that, especially if you're in love with somebody. You wouldn't want to put them in an awkward position where they feel like they have to, like, I don't know.
Where you put them in a position where they'll stumble.
They'll stumble, so...
Yeah, back to me anyway.
Yeah.
Before they stole my spotlight.
Oh, please.
Any
spotlight you have?
I don't know. That one is a bit... Sometimes a part of me, the inner spirit of me says it's wrong because of the scriptures.
I think you want to kiss.
Just say it.
No. Let me finish. Stop giving me...
Stop convicting me. That is not true.
What I'm saying is, yes, do you know why I'm... Not that I want to kiss,
like. If you feel
I'm saying the relationship will be pretty boring. It will be more like a brother and sister relationship. Because there will be no difference between...
Then that's not true.
No, let me speak my opinion. You guys are speaking as
Speak.
I don't mind not kissing. That's me. I'm strong enough not to do any of that crap. But because I'm a woman, let me make you understand something. I would feel the need that I have to at least do something like a kiss so my boyfriend can feel like this is my girlfriend that I'm going to marry. But the strongest part of me is like, no, don't do it, because it all starts with a physical, you know, and then it can lead into something else. So I probably think, because it outweighs, my spirit is outweighing my flesh. So I think, this is me without the partner. I can handle it. I cannot kiss. We cannot kiss until marriage. That's fine. I don't really care about swapping saliva with anyone anyway. It's nothing a big deal. But it's whether my other half can do that.
Okay.
And we can meet in the middle. And it also depends where you're kissing. Because sometimes just a normal peck.
Yeah.
Like, in the public, it's not gonna, it's not like you're gonna start touching each other in public. That's indecency. But it's definitely when we're in the room.
Then that's when it's like no.
But yeah, again, the Bible, sexual immorality is a broad word. We need to narrow it down, which can be in the next video. And talk.
I feel like now we're talking about sexual immorality when we're actually talking about dating and courtship.
No, I just wanted to clarify. This is a second scenario. In your, they kind of link anyway. It's hard to not put the two and two together.
Yeah.
Scenario number 2, Suzanne. Someone wants to come and sleep off at your house. You're sleeping in the same bed, but you're not.
Is she dating him or?
Yeah, you're in a courtship. Yeah.
If we were courtship, Tom should know that part of our what's the word? Not rules. Agreement.
Terms and conditions.
Terms and conditions.
The contract.
Yeah, not to be sleeping on the same bed. Or like if it was like really late at night, then you have to sleep downstairs in the living room. But not in the same bed. I would if I was courtshiping with somebody. That's not in the same bed.
So basically, what you guys are saying is dating is the first stage of courtship, then, because you only go a few dates, and then courtship is when you actually decide, no, we're not having this, we're not having that. But dating, you're open to mistakes.
Not open to mistake. Okay,
what do you mean by open to mistakes?
As in, you're still knowing each other, but courtship, you know each other to a certain extent. You can be like, babe.
Yeah, because dating, you tell this person, okay, when you're dating, that person is to really know your values. By the time you're courting, you both know each other, you both know what that person doesn't tolerate and stuff. But dating, you're still getting to know the person, like,
You know, like with dating, you know how it's like not as serious as courtship? Can you like then date 2 people? At the same time?
It depends how you're dating. If you're dating as boyfriend and girlfriend, you can't date someone else. But if you're just dating as just going on a date, like just going for dinner,
going for, there's no intention.
Then you can just go on a date with somebody else.
Anyone, I don't know.
Because you're not owning that person.
It's quite difficult.
But yes, I would feel bad because I feel like if this person is putting so much
I feel like even
so much time in
still
me,
quite like,
and then let's say they see me on a date with somebody else, they're gonna be annoyed. I would feel annoyed as well if I saw him on a date with somebody else. But we're not together. So I don't know, man.
I think to me it's like this.
I think like
the difference between dating and courtship is just so like it's confusing for me. I think I'm just gonna date. I'm just gonna date one person. I'm not dating 2 people, 4 people at the same time.
And then date to lead to courtship. Dating, courtship, marriage.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to make it simple.
But you know how they say courtship, right? It's a definite you guys know when to get married to each other. What if something goes wrong?
We're courting and something goes wrong.
Yeah.
And you don't have to stay because you're not married yet. If something goes wrong, then you can still live the relationship.
Because during courtship, you're still getting to know the person. Because it's better to know that person during the courtship time before you get married to them. Because when you get married, everything just gets bigger. All the problems and the issues.
As long as you've as long as you've not had that ring on your finger yet, and you're not married yet, there's still no reason to stay in the relationship if you don't want to.
So it is difficult, as you can see, whether to classify dating as a thing on its own and courtship. I feel like you date first before you, because you don't just courtship with someone you just met last week where you're like, we are now in a courtship, I don't want this, I don't want that. Yeah. Like you don't know them, like they'll probably just be like, this girl's crazy or this girl's crazy, I'm just gonna leave. But you go on a few dates, even if you meet at church, you go on a few youth, whatever.
You have to have a mutual agreement by the time you get to courtship.
What do you think, guys? Like, what's dating? What's courtship? Is there a difference? Is there not a difference? I want to know your ideas and views. Now, the other thing that I wanted to say. My ideas just fleed from my head. Oh, when you're in a courtship or dating, what are the do's and the don'ts as a Christian woman?
No sex.
No sexual
Both.
immorality.
No sexual.
You
No
see?
lasting.
Sexual morality is a broad word again. Because
I
if
think-
God didn't want to say no, he could have just said it as one word, like she said, no sex. But he said sexual immorality. Sexual can be something.
me,
I can be. Look what I'm doing. I can be sexual right now, but it's not sex.
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
Under it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
under it. So this kissing, it comes under it, and sleeping together in the same bed when you're not smart. But then when people are doing it, I'm not saying don't do it, honey. I'm not saying I'm a saint because I'm single. So yeah. What are the do's and the don'ts of when you're caught as a Christian woman? Because we are Christian women. No sex.
Yeah, I've said the sexual immorality. So anything that causes you to lust,
stumble.
anything that causes you to stumble is different for everyone. Because we're all different.
Anything that causes you to like move away from the will of God, like from God's presence, that's something that you, I don't know.
We all have like the Holy Spirit in us, and He convicts us.
Yeah, you have
So
conviction.
you know when you're not supposed to be doing something. You know when you're doing something wrong.
You feel it.
Yeah, you just
feel like you
don't
just
need someone
know.
to tell.
There's someone
Sometimes
to
you
tell
don't
you.
need people to tell you, because people will tell you what they think, but then you also have your spirit in the inside of you, so you know when you're not supposed
That's
to.
like, I don't think you should do this because you feel. I feel like you feel convicted not to do it.
But yeah,
It's a broad.
Broad topic.
It's a
What do
very
you think, Ruth?
about what you can't do and can't do. Well, just don't do it. You know how with there's a verse in the Bible that says whoever loves me obeys my commandments. So I think you just carry on doing, because as a single Christian anyway, if you live by the commandments and then someone comes into your life, just continue living the way you would have lived had you been single anyway. Because when you're caught in, or when you're with someone, you're not married yet, you're not together, you're not one. In God's eyes, you're two fleshes, two different people. So just carry on doing what you don't do. And courtship and dating leads on to our next topic, which is sexual immorality. What is sexual immorality, and how?
That's it right
That's
there.
a display, an example right here of what we were talking about. So guys,
Oh, Suzanne, stop.
start with that. So guys, thank you for tuning on to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like. If you didn't like the video, like. Don't forget to share,
I'm
subscribe,
actually being serious. Share.
and subscribe to our channel. We're just new in this industry. But so yeah, thank you guys for coming back. Coming back to our channel, and tune in next time for our next video. Trust me, that one's probably gonna
Fire!
cause
Banging!
controversy. So thank you guys. Bye.